Hello there, it's Enderverse. Today we'll be exploring 20 textures that covers and supports the 1.20.4 update. This list will go over realistic, vivid, and simplistic packs, so watch till the end as you may very well come across your new favorite pack. Now without any further ado, let's dive into the video. Starting the list with the ever-loving fresh animations, describing this texture pack would be a bit futile since everyone at this point is familiar with it. But let's go over the imperative features about it real quick. This is an animated texture pack with some incredible details when observed up close. Almost all of the mobs here will have their own unique animations. This animation, however, isn't restricted to movement either, as you will notice various parts of the mobs moving vividly even when said mobs isn't performing any activities in particular. The animations were originally inspired by the promotional trailers made by Mojang, but I thoroughly admired the author's ability in depicting these graphics into Minecraft. Napp is a texture pack close to perfection. With the details on stone blocks and the overlays that connect textures, my statement wouldn't be that exaggerated. The artist behind this pack did a pretty awesome job at producing the most details possible with the least resolution available. What I'm showing you right now is a 256 times resolution, about 16 times the vanilla textures. But still, some textures are 4000 times resolution. So let's give Napp the credits for being economically optimal. The free version is half of the resolution I'm currently showcasing and lacks some of the newly added blocks like the spawners. I would not try to promote the pack for you in any way, and it's up to you to make the decision. It's $5 by the way. Missing mobs skeletons will promote these undead creatures by giving them quivers. This should make the skeletons look a little more believable. Few new variants can be spotted, and the nether skeletons will have a different shape that is similar to the piglins. The stray skeletons are also covered with this pack, and so are the wither skeletons, with them having a piglin appearance as well. Better animations will overhaul the movement of the player in Minecraft. These are not the most outrageous animations, but they are good in comparison to their vanilla counterparts. This is a resource pack that was published a few weeks ago, so new animations are to be expected. Natural texture pack lives up to the name. It is indeed natural, and will have these faithful and classic textures. These kinda remind me of the good old photorealism textures. If you are a Bedrock player, you probably have already identified the natural textures, as it has sold over 500,000 times in the marketplace. This texture pack will make it so that whenever you place a slab on top of the other, a box will form. These boxes can be quite handful when building, as it will give you these stylish corners, and can also be placed on the ground as, boxes. Mythic is a pack with a lot of content. Truly, the textures here makes you ascend to a whole different world, and consistency plays a big role in this regard. Each block, item, and even animals and monsters have been textured. As I said earlier, consistency is a key factor in this pack's success. All of the set textures will follow the same magical style designed by the author. And this is something I always crave in this type of resource packs. This pack almost reminds me of the Conquest and Patrick's texture packs, since the tree follows a similar art style, and each one will take you on a different journey. In the case of Mythic textures, it is a pixel art journey. Fragnant Flowers aims to give more details and overall beautify the flowers in Minecraft. No longer are they going to be dull and flat. Instead, they will have a rich 3D model, one that is a bit more realistic. This effect can spark when looking at the likes of red roses and sunflowers. This texture pack will revamp the models of the Ender Dragon in Minecraft, as it will add the silky textures for the skin, sharp teeth, and spiky thorn, along with many small adjustments that make the Ender Dragon look completely different than the one we're used to. You will also be noticing an overhauled animation as well. Alternate 3D crossbow will modify the look of the unloaded crossbow, loaded crossbow, and the firework loaded crossbow. I used the first person model to observe the crossbow from up close, and it looks fascinating. The whole design with the iron sight and the wooden shape of the crossbow makes it truly stands out, and this appearance only intensifies when we use the firework loaded crossbow. Next up we have Parallax PBR, and out of all of the packs on the list, this is probably the most resource intensive. The texture pack aims to bring some shiny and somewhat realistic textures to the game. As of now, the pack only covers a handful of blocks, but new textures are being added habitually. The version I'm currently showcasing is the free 128x edition. The higher versions, however, will require a subscription to the author's Patreon. I saw some screenshots of the said versions and they look magnificent. At its base, the Torturable HealthBars will make it so that mobs get visibly damaged when you fight them. But with the fresh animations, this pack truly shines. Mobs like the Creeper will have an exposed stomach with a TNT inside of it. Enderman will lose an arm and his eye will pop out. Vindicators will have blood all over their faces, which kinda makes them look like Kratos from God of War. And you could inflict many more irreversible harms upon a variety of hostile mobs. Overall, this is a texture pack that will intensify the battles in Minecraft, as you will be wounding and tearing apart your enemies. For the sole purpose of introducing bizarre fantasy mobs with sophisticated models, Gray's map Overhaul will be a good option to consider. The coverage in this pack featured improved vanilla mobs like the skeletons and ruminant animals, while also including completely redesigned mobs like the Iron Golem or the villagers. Using the Gray's map Overhauled alone can easily change your world altogether, almost as if you have installed a major RPG mod or something. Here, I won't include shaders, because why would I? The hyper-realistic sky will include clouds with different layers, from the cumulus layers all the way to the cirrus layers, basically a full representation of real-life clouds. The textures of the clouds are quite dynamic and adaptive to factors like the weather and the time of the day. You will occasionally spot gas giants and other details on the sky as well, and I find this pack to be truly useful if you don't have the means to run a shader. Although I would still prefer over many shaders across the board, just for how diversified it is. After the classic 3D pack went outdated, I failed to find equally impressive textures. That was the case until I came across 3D Craft. This is a special textures in this video because although I'm using shaders with it, this texture pack is runnable on the vanilla Minecraft. 3D Craft will offer you blocks that stick out. Functional blocks like the crafting table will have a visible hammer on the side, along with a saw just next to it. Ladders will no longer be flat, and the same applies to all kinds of rails. 3D Craft had a considerable toll in my FPS, but it was fixed as soon as I disabled shaders. So this pack is, once again, a textures you can use and actually better used with the vanilla Minecraft. GUI Revision will give a new look for the inventory and functional interface in Minecraft, which there are plenty of. These new designs will feature a personalized color theme with convenient pixel art. I like how the author didn't go overboard here and kept things simple. Napp's animated JukeBox is specialized in revamping these blocks in Minecraft. They will now have the look of the good old gramophone music player from the 40s. It is truly admirable how the artist put this together. It's organized, looks beautiful, and can fit the vanilla game perfectly. Fans of Adventure Time such as myself will appreciate this pack. Torrez Adventure will provide an arsenal of new swords. Those can be obtained by renaming netherite swords. As mentioned earlier, the pack's content is fueled by swords from Adventure Time show, including the Grass Sword, Demon Sword, and so forth. AVPBR Retextured took the concept of reflective vanilla to the next level. Not only are the textures will be curvy and advanced, but the effects reach out to mobs as well. The texture pack is free, but not entirely. The 1.20 update featuring this never and visually all of the new blocks is behind the paywall. But this won't last for long, as the pack will be entirely free as soon as the new update releases. I featured this pack many times back in the days, and it keeps getting better, with the author experimenting new ways of modeling and texturing in Minecraft. All's Revamped Spiders was already a terrifying upgrade to these creatures, but when mixed with the fresh animations, it makes Minecraft a dangerous game to play. With moving jaws and animated limbs, these creatures became rather a nightmare to battle, and just for the fun of it, I included the Napp's spiders on top. Thanks for watching. If you truly likes and enjoys this type of videos, subscribing to the channel will help you get more of this content and will help me reach more people, so it's a win-win situation. If you have any suggestions to make, please lay them down in the comments and I'll do my best to check them out. See ya in the next one, friend.